Hey everyone, so this will be my review of the Aqueon Edgelit rimless tanks here. I have the 1 gallon tank. This guy sadly only has one lighting setting, which is, well, I guess two, on or off with white LEDs. They make also a 3 gallon and a 6 gallon tank. If you do the 3 gallon or the 6 gallon, so not on the 1 gallon, you also get 12 preset colors with the option to lock it onto one of those 12 colors or go through each of those colors, scrolls through each of them. You get a brightness increment of 25%, so you can have a dim, brighter, brightest, and off. And then you have timer of 1, 4, or 8 hours. And then you also get 3 illumination modes. I'm not sure what that one means. I've not seen these tanks actually set up, besides for, of course, this 1 gallon tank. Again, on the 1 gallon tank, you get on or off, and you want to get the white LEDs. So step up to either of the two bigger sizes, and you get a lot cooler lighting modes, settings, colors. Dimensions of these guys are the 1 gallon is 6.5 by 6.5 by 7.25. 3 gallon is 9.5 by 9.5 by 10.25, and then the 6 gallon is 11.75 by 11.75 by 12.5. That is off of Aqueon's own website. The tank itself is glass, even in this 1 gallon version, which is very nice. You do get a little plastic stand, so it is lifted up by half an inch to an inch there, just enough to fit first part of my finger under. And then you also do get a glass top that has these little plastic, I'm gonna call them clips. They're not really clips, but they sit on top of here, so that way the top does not fall into your water, of course. So this is a nice looking tank. It really is. The lights are nice and bright. Again, I wish I would have got one of the two bigger sizes just for those light options. The 12 different colors would have been really cool. And of course, bigger tank means you can have more stuff in it. They do seem to be keeping my live plants alive. So I have a moss ball. I have the moss on a vine. And then I suck with plant names. One of the very low light requiring plants. All of these are doing the same as they were when I first put them in here maybe a month or so ago. None of them are dying. I don't think they're actually growing any. The moss might be a little bit, but the actual plant is not. I don't know why I say actual plant, but the one back there is not. But again, it's not. They're not dying at least, so that's very good. Again, these are all very low requirement plants, so that's helpful as well. You don't want to stick anything that has too high of a lighting or CO2 requirement in here, because it's probably just not going to survive. Again, these are very bright lights, but I don't think they're very high outputting lights, if that makes sense. So I actually do not have anything in here right now. My plans for this tank was to add in a couple of ghost shrimp or maybe some cherry shrimp, but I'm thinking I'm going to be changing my plans over from this 1 gallon tank to a 5 gallon tank for the shrimp, for cherry shrimp at least. I might eventually put in some ghost shrimp in here, or I might just take this tank down and use my bubbler in the back there. My sponge filter is actually what that is in the back for the 5 gallon shrimp tank. Have not decided 100% right now. But you do not get a filter with this. You do not get a heater with this. I have added one of my own in here. You see I have a top fin heater in the back, which seems to be doing a very good job at keeping the small tank heated. And then again, the little sponge filter is doing a pretty decent job as well. The top here with these clips, you do have space. All they do is pop in around. I don't know how to explain this. Each one has a little indent, I guess, in between the two pieces of plastic, and then the glass top just fits right into them. They're very easy to get together. Then you can see here, when you do have them on top of the tank, you do have a little bit of spacing all around, so you can put in food. You can add in cords. So again, this is for my heater, and this is for my sponge filter. There is enough room here to have cords of whatever you need. So that is very nice. It's not just airtight, of course. Again, the lights are very nice and bright. They seem to be keeping the plants alive. It's a very nice looking tank, I will say. I just have it here next to... Now there's my beta chilling in the tank next to it. I just have it sitting next to my Aqueon 7.5 gallon shrimp tank, which has a beta in it. Go figure. And it looks nice. Being how small this 1 gallon is, and even the 3 or the 6, they could pretty much put them anywhere you wanted to. Again, if you get the 3 or the 6, you get better lighting options on it, which is really cool, and that's what I wish I would have went with in the beginning. Again, very nice looking tank. I mean, you can, of course, decorate however you want. I just have the live plants and then a piece of rock in the back there. I think it looks pretty good. It seems like they're very good quality. They are somewhat expensive. I will leave a link in the description to either Petco or Aqueon's own website on these tanks. You can check them out better on there if you want to do that, especially the 2 bigger sizes. Very nice looking. Seem like they're very good quality. 1 gallon, again, is only 1 gallon, so it's very small, especially when you add in other things, and that's with any 1 gallon tank. And I would not recommend putting any fish into the 1 gallon tank because, again, it's only 1 gallon, and I would not recommend that with any 1 gallon tank. This should be good for shrimp. You can try some ghost shrimp or some cherry shrimp. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for just a very small tank, the 1 gallon is fine. Otherwise, go with the 3 or the 6. That way you can actually get like a beta in there. Or get the 6 gallon, you can get some other small fish. Would I recommend it? Yeah, it's a nice looking little tank. Do keep in mind that you need to get a filter and a heater for any of the 3. So that is an extra cost. So pretty much by the time you add in everything together, you could probably just get yourself a standard 5 gallon or even a standard 10 gallon tank from PetSmart, Walmart, one of those, and have a bigger tank. Just not as cool of a looking tank, since again you do have these lights on the bottom that come through the bottom, which is very unusual since most tanks have it on the top. And yeah, that is the Aqueon Edgelit tank. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.